We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Armadillos of Buenos Aires taking on the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You talk about this Jets defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
To his throw, complete there to Berrios. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with A-Chain. Escapes the defender. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. 2 and now on 1st down. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a 2nd and 2. A give left side. Here's A-Chain. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. There's big Quentin Williams, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as Richard say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Running left, it's A-Chain. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Devon A-Chain. his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Armadillos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Armadillos 7, Jets 0.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Now Hill to return it. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's A-Chain. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 79 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there that took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20. Breece Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Second and 7. H.A. now up the middle. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. A give up the middle to H.A. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and a couple. To throw is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Rodgers. Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
91 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Rodgers now on first down. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And this one too low.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with 1 more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. And all the way in for the touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rodgers going to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run with Hall, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown and their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now it's A-Chain headed right, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's A-Chain on the give. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. A-Chain gets it from the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a pickup of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 164 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's A-Chain. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
A run now from A-Chain. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Running right, here's A-Chain. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
A-Chain. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
One more time with A-Chain. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Armadillos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right back to A-Chain on second down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taken in at the 22. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
4 yards. That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 12 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. Able to slither by. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road,